So today, guys, we're going to be showing you one of the best builds for fast XP in the Division 2. If you're looking to get quick XP, hardly any effort, this build will work whether you're Shade level 1000 or you're Shade level 100. I've used this on multiple characters, on multiple accounts, and I've been able to produce the same results on those low levels and even the higher levels, because you know anything above 1000, you're maxed out on your Shade watch. So this is going to be the build for you guys, as you guys see in here. Quick XP, because you're able to drop these enemies really quick. And you guys know one of the fastest way to get XP in this game for Shade watches is Convoy. And if you want to do control points, this build does that too. As you guys are seeing, we were able to take out this pretty quickly. Just look at this. I was able to trap him in this door. The burn just kept spreading and spreading and spreading, and I hardly put any effort into it. It's one of those builds that can work solo or in group play, just depending on how you play it. You'll definitely have a lot of fun with this one. So how do we have this build set up? Well, let's see how it is for Title Update 15. So we are using the capacitor. The capacitor is probably one of the best weapons for skill damage builds, no matter what type of build you're running, because of the talent. Now, it comes with assault rifle, damage to armor, health damage, but the talent is what makes this weapon so good. Shooting enemy builds a stack cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5 skill damage. After 5 seconds, the stack does decay 1 second. But look at this. For each yellow skill tier gain, 7.5% weapon damage. So a ton of weapon damage that you can get for running all yellows, which is unheard of. And you add that on top of the stack you get when you do build a 40 stack, it's amazing. And it's one of my favorite skill damage builds to run. Whether I'm running a status effect build, skill damage build, this is the go-to because I can still put out damage. My turret hits hard and it helps out the overall build. And let's see how we have this. Now for the secondary, you can run whatever you want. I have the mop on here, but honestly, whatever you want can go for the secondary. So for the mask, we are running the Vile Mask. This is one skill tier, has status effects, hazard protection, and then we have skill haste on there. Obviously, this is probably one of the better pieces to run on any type of status effect build because status effects also apply to damage over time debuffs for 10 seconds. Total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage and increased by status effect attributes. So this is why this works really good with status effect builds. So this is the go-to piece. If you don't have this, you can swap it out for something else. Now we are running that 4-piece Eclipse, so we get that 15% status effects, 15% skill haste, 30% hazard protection, and then obviously the 4-piece your status effects now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refreshes 50% of duration. Now we have one skill tier. Status effects is what you're gonna want on all 4 pieces, plus the skill haste mod. And then look at this. We have the chest piece talent, which increases indirect transmission range from 10 meters to 15 meters, and the refresh percentage from 50 to 75%. Now that extra 5 meters is a lifesaver because sometimes those enemies like to spread out a little bit, and you'll still be able to spread that damage to all the enemies nearby as long as they're within 15 meters. And that's why I really like it. Now we do have a 1-piece golden gear for the 10% status effects. Since I am running the technician class, I am allowed to run 1 blue because remember the technician class gives you 1 skill tier, so that allows me to get a little bit more tanky. So I'm at 913,000 armor, and then we have status effects and then skill damage on there. I do have the skill damage on there. That's not for the status effects. The skill damage is actually for the turret that I'm using alongside my burn. For the knee pads, we have our 2nd piece of Eclipse Protocol, and that's skill tier status effects. For our 3rd piece, it's the gloves, skill tier status effects. And then obviously we are running the backpack, so we have skill tier status effect and skill haste mod. And the reason why we have the backpack is because look at this, amplifies all damage you deal to status effect targets by 30%. So you add that on top of the capacitor's damage and your turret damage, it's just a lot more damage that you're getting. It's actually really good, and that's why the backpack is kind of the go-to for any type of status effect build if you're running Eclipse. Now we are running the chem launcher with the fire starter. Obviously this is going to give us that burn damage. If you look, burn damage 285,000, burn duration is 12 seconds. Now the damage initially is 570,000, so a lot of damage you're getting out of that. And then I pair it up with the striker drone, and the striker drone is going to do 48,000. But remember, this actually amplifies by 30% if there's status effects, because that backpack talent, and that's why it's actually really good. Running these two simultaneously pretty much just wipes out targets, and you don't have to really worry about anything, as you guys are seeing in the gameplay. Pretty easy, quick XP, and my go-to, and that is how I have this build set up. It's really up to you. You can actually run whatever you want. I just feel like the striker drone, since it moves around, you get those enemies when they're burning, when they're freaking out, and then the fire starter obviously is the way to go. We do have burn strength and 1 ammo for the mods, and then for the striker drone we have duration, health, and damage. You can switch this out however you want. And that is the build right there, guys. It is my go-to build for quick XP. It's how I like to level up fast. I like doing those convoys. The convoys are super easy, about a minute to do. And like you guys saw, you can actually use this in a control point. That works perfectly fine. This is great for solo or group play because the status effects are always great for group play, but they're also really good for solo play for doing a lot of things. Like I use this for like speed runs when I'm doing those time trials, a lot of different things you can do with this build. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite skill damage builds in the game, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Still works amazing in Title Update 15, and I'm having a ton of fun with this. So I want to know if you guys have any questions. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what is your favorite status effect skill damage build in the game. What do you like running? Personally for me, yeah, it's the Eclipse Protocol, as you guys are seeing it. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up here. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, ain't nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.